Now here's like a new piece. Heavens to Mergatroi. London Laid Law, MySpace / London Laid Law. Heavens to Mergatroi, Deus Ex Machina. Blah. Yeah. Here it is, the ancient pyramid temple, but finding its center won't be so simple. To get past the robots, we'll have to know the math. I said to my pool stick, rubber chicken staff, and the orange gorilla around my neck, Murgatroyd. To collapse and booby traps we must avoid, so I snuck quietly up behind the first guard and pushed the button, turned him off. It wasn't hard. Now went round the corner and look at that. There were plenty of robots to shake my stick at, so I hit him in the face with my rubber chicken. Cause blah 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 blah, what are they thinking? Oh, I guess that they know that I came to put on the show, or should I say put the show to an end. My occupied existence shall transcend, so I poked the robots right in the eyes, jumped down the laundry chute, no goodbyes. But then I stopped myself before I go all the way and climb up this hole to the center. I pray and I look in the room, and yeah, I'm there. But then a pair of hands pulled me in by the hair. They were made of metal, and look at this. If it isn't my clone, Mr. Obvious. I told him the Stargate will be activated. He said that possibility can be debated, but then heavens to Murgatroyd let out a call and turned on everything on the board on the wall. Everything got all fuzzy. Mr. Obvious said, now you have done it, soon we'll all be dead. The light was so bright and amazing and weird, everything turned white. And but then I opened my eyes and I couldn't tell where it was that I was, see, but I was there. And this door opened up and I walked outside and I saw I was just in some sort of ride. And that's when it all came back to me. I'm free from virtual reality finally, but isn't Soup supposed to be around here? And that's when I heard the message beep in my ear. It was Soup saying sorry but he had to go see his little birdie about, well, you know, also that I should get out of this soon enough before the record industry robots come and get rough. So I started to go, but I didn't. Instead, I caught it into the arcade fighter I fed. It started to shake and set off alarms, and then it doubled in size and grew some arms. Said I hope that you're prepared to fight. But then I pushed up, up, down, down, left, right, and with the fury of the angry video game nerd, his power decreased down to only a third. But then he attacked me with his soft robot hands. It looked like he trapped me, but I had other plans. I pulled him across the floor until his plug wasn't in the wall socket no more. And then yeah, I decided that yes, to get away from here but no less would be best. So I activated my supercharged feet and ran very fast all up Front Street. But the Wild Wash and the E3, no poetry, where does it be? But I don't have time, I gots to go. I'll use the Freak Butter Radio Rocket Show, but au contraire, because on the way there, the flying spaghetti monster did appear. And just as he was about to mess me up, the space car came and grabbed my essence up, and away we go. But still the spaghetti monster in tow. Sevens to goodness as my fate been sealed as we flew right into an asteroid field. The lights start to flash, the alarm sounds, the wall right by my head a metal fist pounds. I see that I'm back inside the main chamber, and that means far much more than danger. So I say to my clone, don't you realize that if you kill me everybody dies? But then he replies, it's already too late, your reckless actions have sealed our fate. But then this commotion interrupted our talk. I guess that I just drove through a space rock. Coming up right behind us was the monster, and so I pushed the mega superpower boost lever. I get hit in the face, fly back in the wall. Thanks for entertaining, you've been such a doll. Laying on the floor there, I remembered what centuries ago did occur when Cosmo channeled the spirit of London. Cause seconds of consciousness he had one, and then London took control and blew a hole right through the trouble. But is that what's gonna happen to me, or am I really history? As my clone gave me a devious grin, but then the fluorescent lighting fell on him, and I looked in the rearview and the monster was gone. But I had to wonder just for how long did they collide into an asteroid, or did they hide? All I know is that it's been a bumpy ride. But then there, in a heap of fluorescent lighting, my clone leapt up and kept on fighting. You know that we're all gonna die, he grumbled as the pyramid temple cracked and crumbled. But without you here, this place can't function. And so I pushed the self-destruct button. Maybe I wanted you to do that, I said, as the big metal me scratched his head. The main chamber door opened, and standing there with lots of robots, each with the cold stare, I knew I had to fly into disaster and hope that the monster didn't get past us. So I jumped up onto the robots and ran. To get out of the temple was my plan, but I hit an asteroid, veered off course, soon to crash on the planet with untold force. I get grabbed by a robot, stopping me as the temple collapses on top of me. So thanks for hearing me out, my friend, but it seems that my story has come to an end. Oh no, people. I'm just gonna have some silence for a second. Fuck 'em. I'm just kidding. I'm just kidding. Everything. It's still functional, somewhat, slightly around here, you know. But freakradio.org, Unlaid Law.
I don't care who's first or who's last, but I know that y'all just better rock this at the drop of a dime, baby. I don't know what y'all gonna do with this, but it got to be funky. It got to be funky if you're gonna be on it. I don't care who start, I don't care what y'all do, but you got to be finished before the music is through.